Season 6, Episode 2. This is a big up yours to everybody who looked at the spoilers all over the net.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very annoyed because somebody made me look at one of those spoiler photos which suggested that Liz was stabbed in the shower.
By Sonia.
By Sonia. And our friend Ethan was one of those people who was sucked in the nicest possible way, Ethan. But it didn't turn out to be true. It was the big twist of the episode.
No, exactly. I was so shocked to see Liz, and I'm sure everyone was, sit down at the table. I was just in medical. And Sonia's face is the best part of that whole episode, I reckon.
That's right. So for those people who watched it and are now listening to this podcast, there we go. Did you think that Sonia had been stabbed brutally in the shower through the plastic? I like the way she was very neat about her murder too. That made me very pleased as somebody who likes to keep a bit of a neat and tidy house. If you're going to murder someone, then that's the perfect way. There was just a little bit of splutter on her face, just a little tidbit.
She's a psychopath.
No, I loved it, but yes, and her face was pretty priceless too, wasn't it? When Liz walked in and she realised what she'd done, and I think I said Sonia stabbed in the shower, but what I meant is Liz stabbed in the shower, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the last podcast I said I was a bit disappointed by the opener, mainly because it seemed to really overly emphasise the new characters. What did you think of episode 2?
I thought it was much better. It's sort of like episode 1 was necessary to prop this one up, to get it prepared, because they sort of had to bring things back. They had to introduce new characters and reintroduce us to the storylines. But this episode, they got to actually get into what happens next properly.
It did. It moved things forward. Wentworth's full of twists and turns, and this one did not disappoint. There were twists and turns galore. I have to admit, after the stabbing, which was the greatest twist in the episode, I suppose, Liz wasn't actually stabbed after all. I was very confused about all the stuff that went on after that. They're hugging each other, and Liz is sobbing, and that story's always confused me a bit, because I've never quite understood, is that policeman corrupt? Was he really in love with Liz after all, or was he a good man, or was he a bad man? Is he dead? Is he alive?
Yeah.
So therefore, without understanding all of that, which I didn't in the last series, I was very baffled by their conversations in this series.
Absolutely. It's sort of up to speculation about him being corrupt or not, but basically they both really don't like him in this moment, because Liz was played by him. Liz thought that they had a relationship and they didn't. And Sonia was like screwed over by him when he took all that money, and now they're both conspiring and they're going to be a little team pair and getting him.
Maybe. But is Sonia playing another game? I really don't know. It's all very confusing. And Liz's expressions, like really, she looks like she doesn't know what's going on either. I have to admit that my expression as I watched it was very similar to Liz's expression as she lived it.
Yours was very shocked when Liz was stabbed in the shower, supposedly.
I was very shocked. I'm going to admit it though. I knew it wasn't her.
Yeah. Okay.
I knew it wasn't her because you know, when you only see the hair, and if a key character is going to be murdered like that, you want plenty of close-ups of the shocked face, especially Liz. She does the shocked face so well.
Yeah, it just didn't. I was saying to you, this is just wrong. She's been in it for 6 seasons, like 5 seasons. You were so
upset, weren't you?
And then
can we make the little confession?
15 stabs.
And a few little tears, weren't there? There were a few little tears.
No.
Yes, you missed her.
I did miss her.
You did, for those few seconds that she was missing. And when she walked in, you stood up like a cricket match, like someone had just smashed a 6 out of the park. Oh, she's alive! Excited. She's alive! My friend! My mother! I mean, my friend!
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, you loved it.
Yeah, I was really, really happy to see her, and it was just how casual she was.
And what's the deal? Like, what is the deal with Sonia then saying that it was a suicide attempt, which is very clever, got Boomer out. Boomer's worked out it must have been Liz. I don't know.
I guess maybe she likes Boomer. Boomer will protect her through anything. So it serves her well to have Boomer out of the slot. And with she needs Liz now. She literally put her finger on it when she said, "Liz, I don't want you hurt because I need you in my new plan to get exonerated."
Yes.
And she said that, and basically she was saying, "Oh, I don't want to kill you anymore. Actually, that was a mistake."
I've said it all along. There is no way that Liz is going to end up out of this show without first being shaved bald like a plucked chicken. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Gone now.
No, it will return when you least expect it. We'll find Sonia there, Maybe just something subtle like shaving her armpits with a razor or something like that. But there will be some reference. And then in the episode afterwards, Liz will be shaved, plucked, and moisturized.
Yeah, that would sort of be like a double plot twist, because like we thought, oh, she'll be dead. Oh, she's not dead. Oh, she is dead. And that's what's going to happen later on.
And we never knew that she had hairy armpits. A triple plot twist. What other storylines were we looking at tonight? Frankie's was a great storyline.
Yes. Oh my goodness. They really went
Did a bit of a Matt Lauer with the button under the table. I didn't know if she was summoning a young chick into the office or if she was calling the police. But there you go. It was actually the police.
Yes.
So Frankie managed to get the files.
Yes.
Probably enough, very slightly implied evidence that Imam was the killer.
Yep.
So there was enough in there. All she needed was this psych to step up, break her code of ethics, and just tell the truth for a change.
Yeah, well, as Frankie was saying, she's sort of responsible for Mike Benisi's murder. She let an unstable patient continue to be unstable.
I just thought she could have been a bit more inviting in the conversation, you know. Why antagonise the woman who can help you, you know, and throw a few insults in there?
That's true, because when she's looking back on the conversation, she's going to be thinking, should I help her get out of prison?
And said, please, please.
Should I help her get out?
Who can help me? Or get Bridget to talk psych to her.
Yes. Actually, that might actually happen.
I think we're going to find out why that Bridget is hobbling around the last 2 episodes with a funny skiing
I'm very
accident
confused
too.
about that.
I mean, there's something about that.
That's
I don't know what it is.
That's weird.
At the end. Well, let's not go to the cliffhanger just yet. Other storyline.
Okay,
I have to admit, Ruby, last episode, I was annoyed by her. I didn't like her, Cameron. I didn't like her.
Yeah, she was a bit of an ally to you.
And I didn't like the Rita.
Rita. Yeah.
Didn't like Rita either. Because they're new and unfamiliar. And I take a long time to become familiar with people.
Yeah.
This episode, a little bit of falling in love happened.
A little bit of approval.
A little bit of falling in love.
Wow.
Because Ruby can box.
Ruby can box like nothing else I've ever seen. That scene where she doesn't know what's going to happen, she walks in and there's I've got a box, okay, bang, 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 you're on the ground.
That's right, and it was like, I love the filming of that too, by the way, production-wise. They filmed those Fight Club scenes really well. I love the way Juicy Lucy's walking around without a tongue.
Walk around not talking.
Keep her in, but she's still causing trouble. I thought, she's summoning Ruby to some underground cellar. We all know what usually happens to new inmates when they're summoned to... But I was thinking, how does she do that? Because as Joan so eloquently put it.
Yes.
We all know what she said.
Yeah, we know.
We all know what she said.
Yeah.
So, but I actually fell a little bit in love with those two characters this time, and that was good because I need to be... because they were kept in check, Cameron. That's the thing. They were kept in check.
And now Ali's not her friend really anymore. She's not going to be preventing Ruby, at least for a while, from getting money and boxing. And now this Fight Club's just going to take off with her.
Ali, I've said it in a couple of the other podcasts. All due respect, Ali, I don't mind you, but you're not a very good actress. She's way too sarcastic. You can tell it's her, you know. It's a sarky girl. Like, it's not real prison-like the way she talks. Like,
it's not like she's enclosed in a box, really.
It's the writers, too, that need to take some responsibility. They chuck these funny little lines. There was one in there. There's always one in every episode. Tonight it was, don't worry, Mr... Who's the big officer?
Jackson.
Mr. Jackson. Don't worry, Mr. Jackson. It's foreplay. You wouldn't know about that. Or something like that. It's
I know.
I don't know what it looks like on paper, but the way she delivers it just bothers me. I don't know. She's always bothered me a little bit.
It's always been a bit of a...
But I did like her with B, so...
She was good with B.
Poor B. And B was referenced in this episode, and that was nice.
Yes, by Kaz,
That was nice. Let's go to the cliffhanger.
The cliffhanger, yes. I'm actually confused whether Frankie will go in prison the next episode. She might actually get away.
Were you there at the cliffhanger?
Yes, I was there.
Were you actually watching it at the cliffhanger?
Yes.
You're confused about she might go to prison. Aren't you worried she might be dead?
I'm very worried she might be dead.
She might be dead, Cameron.
But
I'm
very
blood
worried.
Came out of her arm.
But at the same time, I know that they wouldn't just kill Frankie off in the second episode.
Well, you also thought they'd never kill off
I
Liz.
know, but I learnt from that.
You believe that when she was rolled in the plastic.
I learnt from that.
Good grief. Anyway, she rolls down the hill.
Yep.
And then you think, oh no, she's been squashed by a train. A hobo train's just run over Frankie Doyle. But then the train went away, and guess what?
No Frankie.
No Pancake Frankie. No Pancake Frankie. So what? What's it mean? Where is she? I'm looking left. I'm
Exactly.
looking right.
So the
I'm
police.
looking
Yeah.
I'm even looking between my legs and thinking.
Well, yeah.
And then, the worst part, then it went on to go, next week on Wentworth.
Yeah.
Busting up the turn.
I know.
I don't want
I'm
to.
sorry, get shot again, basically.
No spoilers in my prison.
Actually, he got shot. I thought that was really good acting. She swung up and fell backwards. Maybe it was a double, actually.
Might have been a stump double. No, I'd say Frankie. What's the
Nicole
actress's
DeSilva.
name? Yeah, she would do all her own stunts. She's too cool for school.
Yeah,
She is too cool for school. Very, very finally, we've got to wrap this up. Vera, you feeling a bit sorry for her?
I feel very sorry for Vera. It makes you want to feel
I
sorry
said
for Jake.
this to you. I don't understand, Cameron, how Jake looks at a woman vomiting and just goes, I think I got her pregnant. Like I said to you, your mother, she could have vomited 3 times a day for 9 months, even on the day that you were due. And I would have went, that stomach bug, I'm telling you, it's going nowhere. You really got to see a doctor about that.
Yeah.
But Jake, he's on some grainy CTV footage.
Yeah.
Vera throws up after seeing a dead body, and he's assuming that she was down in the cells or in the shower area. She throws up, and he doesn't assume, oh, well, she must just be a little bit shocked, and that's surprising. Yes, I'm a father.
No, but like I said, he probably had a lingering thought, oh my God, we're not together anymore, and she hates me. But what if I got her pregnant? And then he sees that, and then he just thinks, oh, okay, this is what's happened.
No, believe me, it doesn't fit. Especially Jake, he's the dumbest of all the male species.
No, he's not. Will is.
His
2 brain cells are predominantly taken up with eating and breathing.
And breathing. Anyway, so he gives her back the disc drive, and as if he hasn't made 4,000 copies, probably on YouTube as we speak, and she just trusts that he's given it back.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, she's getting a bit of a potty mouth too, Vera.
I know. She's
Come on,
swearing
writers of
every 5
Wentworth, chop
seconds.
chop.
I know. I think
Sharpen up.
Yeah, I think it's because when in the last season when she shot him down, she swore, and they liked that.
That's right, exactly. But that was because it had impact because she
Yes.
doesn't do it.
She doesn't.
Now
do it,
every
now
time she walks down a corridor, she's like,
F off.
F you. She'll be saying it to, the lunch lady soon.
Maybe she developed a rep.
I think maybe in the next episode, she's sitting there with one of the prisoners about to have a very meaningful conversation, and the assistant comes in, delivers the copy, and goes, F you.
Although, to
and
be
then
fair,
vomits.
she's hormonal, she's pregnant.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's something Jake would say.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for listening. We're really looking forward to episode 3, aren't we?
Yes, I just can't wait.
Woohoo!